Hello and welcome back to yet another video. Today I'll be converting this sketch that I did for a logo into the vector in Illustrator. So let's get started. Jumping inside Illustrator, I'm going to make this picture that I just imported of the picture that I took for the sketch and reduce the opacity to make it more like a template. I lock the layer and then so that I can draw on top. So first thing I'm going to do is to make some guides just like that so that they can guide me making the straight lines and seeing how my logo is going to come out. Right, the next step that I'm going to do is just adjusting now, and then I lock the guides. Now I can start retracing my logo. So what I do is I just pick up the pen tool and I start with the tree part. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just clicking and dragging, following the sketch that I done. Let me just select a few for the stroke so that I can see. So now as I click and drag, I don't have to necessarily follow the exact sketch, but it's more like I'm refining it, so I can change it as I sketch, more like making changes on the fly. Just like you see what I did in this middle part, I didn't really have to follow the initial sketch that I did, because I see that it's not going to look the way I want it to. So instead I'm just adopting a new design. Sometimes you can make mistakes, so you can always come back, just hold Control and adjust some of those points, and then you can continue. Right, I think I'm done with the sketch for the tree. Just going to convert the colors to make it black and see, like to fill it. Just click that, flip the colors. It looks okay. Grab my pen tool. I'm going to draw this border. Just following those guidelines that I made. Now as you see, as I'm drawing, it's immediately putting a fill, but I'm going to change that. Just press escape, flip the colors so that the stroke is now black and it won't have a fill. Just going to increase the stroke to cover the part that I want. Now I can draw the right side of the logo. So the guys, they can now help me to align this right side with the left side. Right, the top part, I think it's okay. The next step now is going to draw this little line below. It's going to reduce the stroke width, and then delete. I'm going to put a point here, and then delete the rest of the points. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I need more guides for this window. Just going to use the shape tool box. Top part, let's see, I can drag this line so that I can use the shape builder tool to remove that part by selecting both and holding down Alt. I can click and drag, delete the part that I don't want. Right, select the two shapes, just going to stroke and make the corners round a bit like that. Now I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to flip it horizontally. Now I'm making sure that my flipping point is on the right side, just like that. Right, the next step, let me see what else can I change here. Right, I need to convert that to that path. I need to make it an outline, to outline that stroke. Then selecting this, going to object. Okay, let me change this as well to an outline stroke, and then selecting that tree, go to path or offset path, click preview to see the offset, how it's going to be. You can increase it here. That looks okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all three shapes, go to my shape builder, and then I hold down Alt to remove those parts. That's the reason why I wanted to create the offset path from the tree. And now I'm just doing some cleanups, removing the other parts that were left. Looks okay. Now below here, just going to move this point up. I need to just follow that slope. The next thing is doing some cleanup on top. Let's see, let me hide the guides, hide this layer as well. Right, yeah, now it's a bit clean. Right, now I just need to move those points close a bit. Because it was too far away and it wasn't looking as nice, so it's just some cleanup I'm doing. And also, if you've noticed, when I'm designing the logo, I design everything in black and white before I put some color. Now with this tree, what I need to do, make an outline, increase the stroke width. Now I'm going to increase the width in certain parts, because I don't want it to be uniform. I want it to appear as a custom brush stroke. Make it thinner there, thick on some parts. Something like this looks nice. Right. So the next step is I'm going to change the path. I need to offset it. I'm going to do a negative offset here. Make it round. Reduce it a bit again. right? I'm going to flip it, but to make it a fill. See, that's the effect I'm looking for. So that if I put color, it will look something like that. I'll just be adjusting the colors as I go, but that looks fine to me. Yeah, I think it's coming out nice. Just need to adjust the stroke width. There we go. Perfect. I need a color for these strokes. Just going to pick up from there. I need it to be the same color as that main border, and that looks fine. Just going to resize that a bit, and now let me work on the wording. So I already typed in the name. I like this font. Just going to do a few changes to it. Just going to resize it a bit. I'm going to type landscaping. I just notice the kerning on the lettering, it's 400. I made it big like that, and that looks okay. As soon as I'm designing, I'll be like adjusting one or two things just to make sure that it comes out nice. Now what I'm simply doing now is just customizing the font. That's what I like doing with most of my logos. So customizing the letter A, just deleting that middle stroke. So with this one selected, I can just copy it to the other A, delete the one that was there. I don't have to repeat the same process. Now with the letter D, I'm going to do the same thing. The Shape Builder tool is it's a very handy tool when you're designing logos. As you can see, I'm using it a lot. Also, the other good thing about customizing font is you don't have to come up with a new font. If you're doing the logo, you just develop on the one that you can choose the font style, and then everything will just align. Just pick the color from that side, and this one I'm going to make it gradient. Select both, hold out to unite it from a compound shape. Yeah. So I'm going to choose my colors now. I just want it to be a gradient of green colors. That looks nice. Just increase my logo. Now it's just a matter of changing colors here and there, seeing what works best. But basically the wall structure is complete now. Right, so there we have our logo. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. You can also subscribe so that I continue making videos like this and stay creative.